Good morning, everyone. This is Liza Wisner with Wake Up to Power Up on the Beach 96.5. I am so excited that you have tuned in to learn how to live an amazing life by waking up to power up. The show today is packed full of great ideas, but the number one thing I want you to learn about the show today is that it's going to tell you how to shave off 15 hours out of your week so that you can have time to do what you want to do. I'm going to be sharing hacks with you, hacks for time, so you can create a highly optimized health and well-being routine. So as we move into the rest of this session today, I want you to go ahead and grab some water, and as you drink up, I want you to enjoy a moment of silence. I want you to envision yourself having all the time in the world, as in literally time stands still and you can spend all your time doing the things that you want to do. And I want you to think about how that feels and then visualize what that actually looks like. I'm Liza Wisner and you're listening to Wake Up to Power Up on the Beach 96.5.
Hi, this is David McGraw, and you're listening to the Power Affirmations Visualization Session. Simply allow yourself to sit back and relax. For best results, please listen to this recording with stereo headphones. And just allow yourself to get comfortable now. Taking a nice, deep breath. And hold. And release the breath, allowing yourself to become more and more relaxed and comfortable. And bring to mind now a time from your past when you felt really good. Maybe it was a time when you were filled with joy and happiness. Maybe it was a time when you felt energized and confident. Just bring that memory to mind now. And just feel what you felt in that moment. That's right. And allow yourself to relax even deeper now as you listen to the following affirmations. I take 100% responsibility for my life. I am strong and secure. I am a success. I can be. I am the only person responsible for the quality of my life. Inner resources. I see each day as a new and positive adventure. Everything I experience today is the result of choices I made in the past. I take charge of my life. I have unlimited personal power, and I have control over three important things in my life. I am the thoughts I think, the images I visualize, I can do anything, and the actions I take. I stand firmly in my belief in myself. It's great to be alive. How I use these three things determines everything I experience. People respect me. An exciting adventure. People like me. I am able to change negative thoughts into positive thoughts. Abundance. Prosperity circulating in my life. I am able to give up blaming because I understand it's a waste of my energy. Prosperity flows to me in avalanches of abundance. I easily give up complaining. I am confident and act in a positive way. All my needs, expertise, desires, and know-how and goals are met instantaneously. I am in charge of my current thoughts. I am one with everything and my present feelings. I am interested in others. Whatever I can.
Good morning, everyone. If you're just tuning in, you are locked and loaded on Wake Up to Power Up on the Beach 96.5. I'm Liza Wisner, and today I'm here to kind of keep it real. Y'all, there is so much stuff going on, and this pandemic has really taken a toll on us. For me personally, I feel like I have to pull some superpowers from who knows where to get everything done. But I think it's important to understand that if you train yourself to be able to do amazing things like hacking time, yes, you heard it. I am all about hacking time to get more done. If you are able to do that, then you get the most out of life. And even if things are tough and you start struggling, you're still able to pull time out of thin air and be able to do the things that are important to you. Today, we're talking about you gaining 15 hours out of your week. And if you didn't know this, 15 hours actually translates to about an extra 30 days every single year just for you to be alive. So let's get right into it. I need to tell you how to hack your morning routine so that you are getting the most out of it and also saving time so you can get in and get out and move on with the rest of your day, okay? So let's get right into the tips to shave time off your daily to-dos by working smarter and not harder. For your morning routine, when you throw those covers off, it's important for you to set a strict start time. I know I wake up and do certain things, but you may wake up and immediately start making breakfast, walking the dog, sitting on your computer to get some work done, whatever it is. It's okay. Whatever you do is perfectly fine. It is you and I love it. So keep doing it. But the point is that you need to have a strict start time. And the reason I say that is because consistency in your life is what builds the efficiency that you're looking for. Wear some technology like a Fitbit or an Oura Ring to track your sleep routine. Find out how much time do you actually feel like you've gotten enough sleep, and then backtrack and create your sleep alarm. You need to go to sleep at a certain time so that you can wake up naturally. Here's the next hack. I created a routine called the primetime routine. It takes about 10 minutes, and I have this routine literally on YouTube right now. You can go and watch it and just follow along. Literally, you just start playing that video and you follow along. When I created this video, I didn't even have it as a public video. And in fact, I've created many iterations of it. But the reason I created it was because I was having a hard time with keeping with the time blocks of, okay, I can only do this for 10 minutes. Because when I started doing gratitude, it was taking me so long because I am grateful for a lot of things. And when I started journaling, it was just taking me longer. And so I wasn't moving in my morning routine. And I knew I just needed to get it done. So I created the primetime routine on YouTube. If you just Google Liza Wisner primetime, you'll be able to find that video and you'll see that it guides you step by step through the process. The reason why I'm saying this is a hack is because as soon as I would wake up, the first thing I would do is just turn on that video, and the first thing on the screen is silence. And then the next thing is affirmations. So I don't have to think about it, it's just happening automatically. And that's a hack. So create systems in your life that are happening automatically. The next thing I want to talk to you about is meditation. We've all learned about the benefits of meditation. I'm not going to get into the details about it, but how do you hack meditation? By getting a meditation coach. There's so many apps out there available. Love technology. So the point is, don't do this alone. Use an app as your coach. Yes, I said it. A machine, technology can be your physical coach to guide you through the process. Apps like Headspace, Calm, Insight Timer, Aura. But I'll tell you, the most beneficial one that I found is Headspace. And the reason I say that is because not only does it teach you why you're meditating, but it also helps guide you through your meditation. So as you're meditating, you're getting to learn about meditation and why it exists. Here's another hack for you. This hack is all about learning and growing while you're exercising. Now, I live in the city of Corpus Christi, and there's an amazing app that our local library provides for free called Hoopla. And that app lets you borrow not only movies and music, but any books that you want, audiobooks. So I'm always on Hoopla, literally maxing out my Hoopla time allotted to me as a citizen because I really want to learn. And if you just stack your exercise with Audible or Hoopla or whatever other system you have, that instead of listening to music, you're listening to things that empower you, the things that are going to teach you and learn, then you're hacking your time. You're matching and stacking the time that you're going to be spending exercising with the time that you would be learning. Here's another hack, the exercise itself. Hopefully you've heard about HIIT workouts. HIIT. These are high intensity interval training routines. And these types of exercise actually have been known to burn more fat, tone more muscle in a fraction of the time. So look up HIIT exercises and get in and get out. And then last but not least, the final hack. You just need to get up early, y'all. If you get up early before everybody else, that peace and quiet, the emptiness in that peace and quiet is what you need to get your most important work done. I have to tell you, certain things will happen in your life to wake you up. And I know this show says wake up to power up, so it may be about your morning routines, but I'm here to wake you up to the reality that your life is passing you by if you're not living intentionally. However you roll out of bed, have a plan. And of course, wake up to power up before everybody else does. I'm Liza Wisner, and I shared my truths about how to hack your time. But I want to hear from you. I want you to share with me what you do to be able to have an amazing morning. I've even heard people say that they drink their coffee in the shower. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? So let's talk about it. Call me 361-209-0377. You can text or call me. Let's have a conversation about how you hack your morning routine to live your best life. You're listening to Wake Up to Power Up with Liza on the Beach 96.5.
Be, do, and have. I am clear why I'm here. I know and acknowledge my life's purpose. My capabilities and potential are unlimited. I dissolve all obstacles. I move towards my life's purpose with passion and enthusiasm. I express my potential. I am a success. My purpose is the compass that guides me through life. I see problems as exciting challenges that cause me to grow. I choose to evolve. I vividly visualize myself as the person I want to be. I was born with an inner guidance system. And I'm enthusiastic. That guides faith in myself and tells me when I'm on future or off purpose by the amount of joy I'm experiencing. I am courageous. I see the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit than any. I easily decide what I want to do, be, and have, and accomplish. People, I know what success looks like.
Good morning, everyone. This is Liza Wisner, and you are tuned in to Wake Up to Power Up on the Beach 96.5. We are talking about how you can gain 30 days in a year with some smart morning hacks. We are time travelers. We're going to figure out how to get more done in less time because our lives are hectic. I feel hectic right now. I feel like this pandemic has just made me realize that there's so much life to live. All the situations that are happening where people have lost their lives, people have lost loved ones. It's important to know that maybe your checklist looks like mine. So I'm making sure that I'm not only capitalizing on the time that I have right now, but I'm doing it smarter. I'm not working harder. Coming up in the next segment, we're going to be unpacking an amazing book that just got launched. It's The Awakening of the Buddha and the Badass Inside You. Y'all, this book is amazing, and it's by Vishen from Mind Valley. And if you know who Vishen from Mind Valley is, then you know that what's about to come in the next segment will blow your mind. As we move into our awesome Beach 96.5 music break, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to think about 3 things that you're grateful for. I want you to see the light of those things that you're grateful for. Put a spotlight on them and have a deep sense of appreciation for them. I'm Liza Wisner, and you're listening to Wake Up to Power Up with Liza on the Beach 96.5.
I have unlimited self-confidence. I can make a living and have doing what I love. I maintain and enjoy in all times and places. I persistently act and move. I am a high achiever with big visions of my future. I work for the good of all. I have inner peace. I allow my vision of the future to be as big as I want. I like to meet in harmony with my positive-minded friends affecting my self-confidence. No one has the ability to talk me out of my highest vision. Ideas are now coming to me. I forgive myself to achieve whatever I want in life. I believe my goals in life are possible. I thankfully am secure and gratefully accept these ideas.
Good morning! If you're just tuning in, you are tuned in to Wake Up to Power Up with Liza on the Beach 96.5. And today, we're talking about how to gain 30 days out of your year. Literally shaving off 15 hours of every week so that you can live your best life. The book we're going to be unpacking today is by Vishen Lakhiani. He's an award-winning entrepreneur, New York Times bestselling author, founder of Mind Valley, global education master, change maker, spiritual master. I can go on and on about Vishen, but I have spent the last 3 years following this guy, and I can tell you he has reimagined what the human experience looks like on this planet. So let's unpack the Buddha and the Badass. So what Vishen says is that if you are an average person in the developing world, then you've spent 70% of your waking hours at work, and you need to learn how to optimize your work. So the Buddha is the archetype of the spiritual master. This is the person who can live in this world, but also move with ease and grace, move like water, flow like water, because they have inner awareness and alignment. In the book, the Badass is the archetype of the change maker. The fun thing about this book is that Vishen has literally turned his life and his company into a research lab. It's Wake Up to Power Up with Liza, and I want to hear from you. Call me at 361 209-0377 on Wake Up to Power Up with Liza on the Beach 96.5.
And believe it can achieve. I sizzle with power and enthusiasm. I get what I expect. I discover new aspects of my self-confidence. I willingly jump at the opportunity. I believe in myself, and I go for it. I love taking action. I am always positive, prosperous. Others believe in my strengths and abilities. I balance my self-confidence with modesty perfectly. I persistently act and move towards my goals. I believe I have the right stuff, that I can pull it off. And honor my talents, abilities, and skills. I have the abilities, inner resources, talents, and the skills to create my desired results. Life as a lesson. I control my thoughts at all times. I believing in myself.
Good morning! If you're just tuning in, you are tuned in to Wake Up to Power Up with Liza on the Beach 96.5. And I am so excited you're here because obviously you threw those covers off. There's absolutely no way you would be here because it's for something unless you threw those covers off. So give yourself a high five. It sounds like this. Yes, it's like you're clapping for yourself, but just one clap. So it's a high five to yourself. And during these quarantine days, you need to start high-fiving yourself because you're not going to be able to high-five anybody for a long time. So I promised earlier that you would get to hear from my husband, Liza Wisner. I'm so excited that he is here with us today so that you can hear his morning routine. If you don't know who my husband is, then you need to go onto the Power Up Hero podcast, poweruphero.org. You need to know who this guy is. It took me a long time to think about bringing him on my podcast because I felt like everyone's probably going to think that I'm just bringing him on because he's my husband. But you need to know that even if we were not married, I would be in awe of this guy because he does certain things, certain ways that teach me how to live my best life. So if you think I'm amazing, then you need to know I live with an amazing human being in our house. Welcome, Liza Wisner. How do you wake up in the morning? Essentially, if you had a masterpiece day, the perfect day, how would you wake up?
Great question, and I think everyone should ask themselves this question regularly. And right now, I'm actually doing really well with my new routine. Really, it changes based upon what your life is currently. And so what I'm going to share with you may not fit with you at the times, but for me right now, it's working, and it's something that I've refined over the years. And so for me, when I wake up, it's 5 a.m., Sometimes I wake up on my own, but I have an alarm clock with a vibration just to make sure that I don't wake other folks up, but to make sure I wake up. And I start off with my mind. You know, when we wake up early, our mind is still malleable. It's still open to ideas because of the different brain waves that we have when we wake up. And what I do is I first want to strengthen my focus. And so I have actually 3 phases of meditation that I go through. And so I start with 5 minutes of breathing. And so essentially I have a breathing exercise in which I'm focusing on my breath and counting my breaths, which allows me to focus. Then I move into a meditation, which is all about visualization. And this essentially aligns my current state with my future state and everything in between that will get me there. And so I walk through a visualization in my mind that aligns my intentions for the day with what I want to become and where I'm going. Lastly, I listen to affirmations that I've recorded, that I've kind of curated over time, that get my mindset right for the day. Things that I want going in my head all day. It's almost like when you have a song in your head, you just end up singing. I want my affirmations to be something that's the song in my head. And so doing that in the morning helps me accomplish that. So that is about 30 minutes. I know it sounded like a lot, but if you just chunk that out, that's about 30 minutes. I'm engaged in meditation. And then for about the next 30 minutes, I engage in some type of physical movement. Physical movement is not only important for your body, but also your mind. And so if you feel down, if you feel depressed, if you've been inside the house because of COVID, if you haven't had a lot of movement lately, more than likely, you're also feeling down. You may even feel depressed. And so I challenge you just to have some type of movement where you really get the blood flowing, the heart beating faster, and you will feel different. But what I do, essentially, I like to keep things fresh. I like to keep things different, even in the week. And so I have days when I am, having a jog, working out with weights. I have a day when I'm doing yoga or doing Qigong, doing martial arts. And so I keep variety in the movement that I do because I want to keep it fresh. I want to keep it interesting. And I also know that if I do these different things, I'm actually challenging my body in different ways. And so physically, I'm optimizing myself because I am giving my body different ways in which it has to adapt. If you challenge your mind, it will adapt. The same is true for your body. If you challenge your body, it will adapt. And so that's something that kind of like a little side benefit for that. The last thing I have as a morning routine is I spend the next 30 minutes after that.
To hear the rest of Dennis Wisner's wake-up routine, go to wakeuptopowerup.org so you can hear how he throws those covers off and lives his best life. During the musical break, I need you to pull out your journal and I want you to write down some ideas of how you can live your best life by optimizing your morning. Don't make it complicated. Just have some unconscious writing going on and write down how you can live your best life. And as you write those things down, make sure you call me. Tell me about them. Call or text me on 361-209-0377. The number again is 361-209-0377. I'm Liza Wisner, and you're listening to Wake Up to Power Up with Liza on the Beach 96.5.
Of mental attitude, and I persistently think and act in the direction of my good. The choice of what to believe is up to me. And friendship. I start each day with enthusiasm, eager to focus my energies on what I'm good at. I am creative and resourceful. I have a solid successful identity. I have to give up the words I can't. I love challenges and learn from every situation. I see myself realistically. What others think about me is none of my concern. I live every day with power and passion. Instead of seeing every difficult or challenging event as a negative, I feel strong. I see it as something that is meant to enrich me, empower me, and advance my causes. I say positive things about myself.
Hi, I'm Liza Wisner, and you are tuned in to Wake Up to Power Up on the Beach 96.5. Now, we are right at the tail end of the show, but if you missed any of this show, then you need to log on to wakeuptopowerup.org so that you can hear what you missed, because today was epic. We talked about how you can gain 30 days in your year by having smart mornings, because the greatest thing you can ever do in your life is to enjoy the time you spend while you're alive. Because during this pandemic, hopefully you realize that none of us are guaranteed time. We may not make it through the end of the day, the week, the month, or the year. I'm freaking out, y'all. So now is the time to start enjoying life. Not in 30 years when you plan to retire. We're talking about right now. Decide to live and breathe happiness into your life, and decide your time on this earth will be spent doing the things that you love doing with the people that you love. And that means hacking your time so you're spending more time with them. Tonight's your turn. As we end this show, I want you to inspire other people. Call me or text me. My hotline is 361-209-0377. Again, 361-209-0377. I always like to say, do not let your music die inside of you. If you have an idea to share with the world, I am here to help you do that. So go ahead and call me and share your ideas on how you wake up to power up, so we can help other people simplify their lives so that they can get on with living it. Coming up next are Danny and Kate at the Beach House to power up your morning further. I'm going to tag them in. I'm Liza Wisner. Don't forget to join me next week on Monday at 4 a.m. for Wake Up to Power Up with Liza on the Beach 96.5.